Hello Team Ontario Volleyball, Coach Nick here from Capital Strength Training Systems in Ottawa. I'm a strength coach and registered kinesiologist, and over the last 13 years I've had the chance to work with hundreds of volleyball players from amateur to elite level and helping them reach their on-court potential. In this video I'm going to be highlighting the importance of physical preparation for volleyball players and hopefully helping you guys understand what some of the keys are to unlocking your true potential as a volleyball player and optimizing your performance on the court. Stay tuned and listen along to understand why physical preparation is so important for young volleyball players. Alright, so the first reason that physical preparation is important for volleyball is for improved joint resiliency, specifically the ligaments and the tendons within your joint. When we expose our joints, ligaments and tendons to too much stress too soon without first having the tolerance, we risk putting ourselves at injury. Exercises like split squats, lunges, and other great single leg exercises like that are going to help build tolerance within the patellar tendon and through the knee joint specifically, helping volleyball players or people like yourself prevent or manage the risk of injury with something such as jumper's knee. So this is why it's important to have good strength training to help improve tolerance and resiliency within our joints to help manage the risk of future injury in those joints. Another reason that physical preparation is so important for volleyball is the mobility and stability benefits. It's extremely important that we include these elements of training within our programming. When we lack mobility in certain areas, our body will always find other areas in order to compensate. And when we do this, we create compensation patterns that usually lead us down the path to a higher risk of injury. So it's super important that we train these ranges of motion to make sure that they are as great as they can be, as opened up as they can be, so that we're not tapping into other joints to make up for that lost range. Now, stability is also an important aspect that we want to train. It provides strength and force-absorbing qualities within our joints. Typically, volleyball players lack stability in areas such as our shoulders, our hips, and our ankles. And we want to make sure that we're training these areas to make sure they are strong, they are robust, they are able to withstand the forces that we are imposing on them throughout sport. Another reason we physically prepare for volleyball is to improve strength. Strength training comes from force production, which is the kingpin to performance and is crucial to becoming a stronger, faster athlete. The more force we can produce, the stronger we are as an athlete. And we think about something as jumping, the more force we can apply into the ground, the higher we can get up into the air, which is why we need to make sure proper strength training is in our physical preparation program. Another reason we physically prepare for volleyball is to improve power. It's important to train power in sports that require explosive movements. Jumping and hitting are two prime examples of where power needs to be developed for volleyball. Developing power comes from moving light loads very quickly, and training this will help us move faster, get off the ground quicker, and jump higher. And finally, another reason we physically prepare for volleyball is to improve athleticism. Controlled training provides an opportunity to teach athletic movements and increase physical literacy, something that most sport coaches don't have the opportunity to address in practice. Becoming more proficient at movements such as moving laterally, decelerating, and changing of direction will directly optimize our performance on the court. So, as you can see, there are many reasons why it's important to physically prepare for volleyball. And by now you can also see that there are many facets of training that need to be considered when engaging in the training program. So do yourself a favor and make sure that these considerations are made in your next program so that you aren't leaving gains on the table and you're able to reach your highest potential.